within the party, particularly among conservatives who don't like John McCain. How many delegates does he have?
Well, we have a really diverse crowd here at Town Hall, and not a lot of people were really committed to voting, and so I decided to start bribing them with free beers for their vote. Just trying to get people involved for the last few weeks, create some sort of conversation about politics here. We watch all the debates. I force people to watch all the debates, I guess. And so I got the owner to agree to give me a free beer for everyone who voted today, and it was a good way to bring everyone out.
Yeah, how do you like the turnout so far?
I feel positive. I feel like most people are here for Barack Obama, which would be my preference, but there's enough people here to strike up conversation on the other side. Not on the Republican side, just on the other side of Democrats.
So what drew you to Obama personally?
What's that?
What drew you to Obama personally?
I just really think that, not to overuse the word change, but I just really think that I would like someone who had a different point of view, that is not part of this old school political system that is basically hardly a democracy anymore, doing Bush Clinton, Bush Clinton. I don't know, I think that we're going to appear a lot more democratic if we get a new face in the House that is ready to make some big changes and have an actual plan of how to get us out of Iraq instead of a sort of plan. Do you know, I honestly, for Super Bowl, had 4 people in here for the entire night, and I've got about, 50, 60 people in there now for this, and I feel a hell of a lot better about 60 people for Super Tuesday than 3 people for the Super Bowl.
In New York versus the U.S. Senate. No big surprises tonight, but the news so far, as I said, the Republicans are breaking up their victories.
Wanted to come to a party and voted for Barack Obama, and I want to watch the results with other people I know who are Obama supporters.
Yourself?
Yeah, same thing. I done some volunteering for Barack Obama, so just checked and seen where everybody was going, and this is the place.
I mean, to be honest, of all the things and all the positions, really, I guess 2 things. One was the original positions on the war. I think it showed a lot of foresight. But 2, I really do think this is sort of a generational switch. I think that's what this campaign's about. I think that, and a lot of the different journalists and editorials now have been coming out with this sort of generational theme. But, if we have another McCain-Clinton campaign, it's going to be the same thing that we heard 40, 60 years ago. I mean, the same arguments again and again, the same division, the same junk. And, frankly, I'm tired of it. I think we can get beyond it, and I think he actually provides us that opportunity.
Well, I mean, I've worked on campaigns since my early 20s. I got to meet Barack during the Senate primaries when I was working at a radio station, and I mean, I've met a lot of people. I worked for everything from Nader to Democrats back in Virginia to others, and I mean, I just never met a guy that seemed bright, sincere, genuinely interested in someone like myself who used to be a little bit more long hair and obnoxious, unlike these days. So I mean, from the start, I had a familiarity with him and kind of his talents and his nature and
I'm actually undecided right now. I'm still undecided. I didn't vote today. I'm registered in Pennsylvania because I think it's more important in the real election to vote in Pennsylvania than in Illinois. I am for both Clinton and Obama at this point. I don't want to say my Illinois vote doesn't matter, but I think they'd both be great. So as long as we don't have McCain in office.
And why wouldn't you want McCain in office?
McCain spoke at our graduation, and he spent the entire time legitimizing the war in Iraq. And I was like, even if you feel that way, don't waste my time talking about it.
I took my mother to vote. My mother has been a citizen of the United States for 16 years and has never, ever, ever exercised her right to vote.
Oh, no.
I know. So today I thought she really needed to. She voted for Obama, and I heard her say to herself, she muttered to herself, well, Obama should win because I had never voted in 16 years and I voted for Obama, so you better win. So I really hope so.
Well done, well done, well done.
And who are you supporting?
I'm definitely an Obama fan. basically. And basically, it's because I may not look it, but I am an older geezer who actually sort of was born when Kennedy was out there still. So I feel the connection. It's all part of it. My dad, the only Democrat my dad ever voted for was Kennedy. We wonder why. Not because he was Catholic, it was because of what he was all about. When Obama starts talking, it's like, oh my God, it's like the shivers. It's like little hairs growing on my arms going, it's like there's something here.
I'm supporting Obama, and that's a recent decision. I was teetering between Hillary and Obama.
What put you over the edge?
Bill Clinton in South Carolina. What he did there, I go with what the pundits say, scares me of having him roam in the White House and what he would do out of control. The other was something Hillary said in trying to fight Obama, a little comment on NPR I heard where she was, I agree with Obama to take the cap off the Social Security, and Hillary was arguing against that, and her argument was so weak I knew that it wasn't authentic.
This morning I voted for Obama. I actually met Obama across the street at Sidetrack.
Really?
Like 3 years ago. He was nobody. He was nobody. He was Barack fucking Obama. But he was nobody to a lot of people in the city of Chicago, and he was just walking around pressing the flesh. And he came into Sidetrack one Sunday afternoon and was shaking hands. So that was my first encounter with him. And I wish I could have that moment back because I'm from Kansas, and his mom is from Wichita, and he was so unfamous at the time that I probably could have talked to him for 15 minutes about Kansas, because that's how A, unfamous he was, and B, how little he had to say to anyone in Sidetrack, because he was just walking through shaking hands and nobody knew who he was.
Well done. You pulled it off.
They said we had it, and then they said it was
And I hear you delivered Connecticut for Obama. How'd you do
Correct,
that?
because I'm from Connecticut, and I know they're a bunch of peaceful, reasonable people that make the right decision. And that's why they voted for Obama. When New Jersey and Massachusetts voted for Clinton, Connecticut was reasonable and logical, and they voted for Obama.
All right. And I assume you're an Obama supporter?
Yes, I'm an Obama supporter.
Why are you supporting Obama?
Because he's not Hillary Clinton, and I think he's fresh enough that he hasn't been tainted by a number of special interest groups and people tugging at his shirt coat, to do certain things. I think a little bit of him still is old school, late 60s, early 70s hope, and the people uniting and gathering and doing that type of stuff, which has been lost in this country for a number of years.
Of course, covering Obama.
And
definitely.
What do you guys know about Obama in Japan? Like, what's the perception of him?
We call him as American media say, it's a kind of coming again of the, how can I say, coming back of the Kennedy, right? So we're kind of interested in how his speech and how his idea is very interested in.
And what led you to this bar in particular to see the speech? What led you to this bar in particular? What was your lead? How did you hear about what was going on here for Super Tuesday coverage?
Difficult questions. Many things, I think. Especially electric issues and healthcare. We do care also. We have the same problem in Japan. And also Iraqi problem. I like his idea that never fear to negotiate. Yeah, I like that mind. Yeah.
Oh no! Why did you come to this bar?
This bar?
Yeah.
To cover what kind of people are supporting Mr. Obama.
But how did you find out, that there would be people here watching? I'm just asking.
They were on the homepage of Mr. Obama.
Kind of surprised about a lot of it, but I shouldn't be. It's just Hillary's been around for so long, you just expect her to do well, but even with all the hype and and build up on Obama. It's just really great to see him taking a lot of these little and Midwestern states. But I still have to say I'm not completely decided, but I'm leaning towards Obama, but I don't know.
The results are way beyond what I thought was going to happen. I was expecting 2 states winning and everything else coming close. We've gone, there's a list way beyond what's going on. I'm blown away.
You know, if it's close now, there's plenty of time for him to turn. He certainly has no problem raising money. I've given tens of dollars, so I had to save some for $2 drinks. So,
well, I mean, it's not like he's not hurting for money just now. I mean, what was it? How many million?
32.
32 million a month. That's got to be a record.
I had a similar month of January, actually.
Yeah, it was a good
That's why we're taking the points.
And the real big question is, what is the delegate count? That's going to be the big question in my mind. And that's why I say it's going to go back to a brokered convention, I think.
And what about the speech? What do you think?
Oh, his speech, he's fantastic. I mean, I have a communications background, and I was just telling a friend, God, I wish I could be a speechwriter like that. He's fantastic. In fact, my friend just told me that he has a 27-year-old writing his speeches. Yeah, I mean, he's very involved in them himself, but not only does he write them, but he delivers them well. He's fantastic.
Is one thing, and you know I love you back. But there is one thing on this February night that we do not need the final results to know. Our time has come. Than we're doing. They know that we can take our politics to a higher level. But they're afraid. They've been taught to be cynical. They're doubtful that it can be done. But I'm here to say tonight to all of you who still harbor those doubts, we need you. We need you to stand with us. We need you to work with us. We need you to help us prove that together ordinary people can still do ordinary, extraordinary things in the United States of America.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you. So now I'm going to bring the straights up here. We're going to sing some music.